I'm from Ibadan. I'm working at First Baptist Church of Gomasho, Yawata area. Yesterday, the people who people came to our school, and we are being kidnapped, both the teachers and the children. We are all here. We need help from the federal government and the state government. Both the church, First Baptist Church, Yawata, and the community. We need your help so that these people will release us. Please help us.
Protesters assembled in Lagos carrying placards and chanting slogans that called on the government to address economic hardship, unemployment, and what they described as a failure of the country's democratic system to deliver meaningful improvement to its citizens.
Very important for me to come out today because our country is bleeding. Our children are being held by the bandits and they are being unalive, and a teacher was beheaded and the country is not doing anything about it. The president is not doing anything about it. The only thing that the president care about is the 2027 election.
Nigerians are increasingly becoming disillusioned by their country's decades of democratic rule. Poverty is on the rise and security is worsening.
Freedom is not yet achieved after over 3 decades of so-called democratic rule. Nigerians don't have the right to freedom of expression or to freedom of assembly. Many journalists have been attacked, some of them are in jail, some of them are on the run.
Hello guys, today we are asking the question, why is it that the terrorists and the local name, they call them, they try to polish their name in Nigeria is bandits? Why is it that they're targeting the weakest among the people of Nigeria? They are targeting women. Those cowards are targeting women and children. Why is it their target is the weakling, these terrorists? And you know, any country that doesn't protect the weakest among them, especially women and children, if you don't protect them, you know, that country, you can say that country has failed their people or her own people. You know, the government in charge of this country, of any country that failed to protect women and children, have automatically failed. It becomes a failed state. For you to leave a terrorist or a bandit, whatever you call this, these wicked people, these devilish people, you know, any name you want to tag them, you know, for you to allow them to come into the community, any community, you know, and you have the security agencies, you have police, you have military, and you don't have any excuse, you know, not to fight these people. You know, you can't just be. I have not seen a country that is fighting a passive war. You know, these terrorists are fighting war by coming to community and kidnapping women and children. And what the government does is to wait until when they come and do this. Why can't you go on offensive? You know, go on offensive and fight them. And this, where they stay in the bush. There's no way, there's no excuse not to eliminate these terrorists, because imagine somebody is living in the bush. How can the person provide, who is providing them the necessary food they need and to sustain themselves in the bush? You see, why can't you, like, there's no excuse not to win a war with somebody that is in the bush, that doesn't have any way to fall back, you know? And they say that the government, that you are fighting insecurity. You are not fighting insecurity, you know, because you can't tell me, as advanced as we have in warfare this day, we have drones and other stuff where you can monitor your enemy from afar. You can monitor them from afar and see their movement. So, and you still leave these people to keep causing havoc on the people in Nigeria. And all this kidnapping, somebody will be kidnapped and the person will stay like 2 months in the bush or in the forest with the kidnappers, and the government knows that this happens. Tell me in any country apart from that Nigeria that a citizen, a leader will be in charge, and somebody in his own country kidnap his people, and they spend 2 days there, and they're not doing anything. They spend 1 week, 2 weeks. You can't find these people. You see, it's terrible. The situation in Nigeria is terrible, very, very terrible indeed. And even the way the government talks, people that is in charge there talk, it seems that some of them sympathize, or their hand is in this in what is happening in Nigeria, because this, even eventually when you capture these terrorists, instead of you to treat them as a terrorist, you don't. You say they are repentant. They don't even suffer any consequences. So, which means they have motivation to do what they are doing, because even if they are caught, nothing is going to happen to them. You see how dangerous this is, and human lives are involved. So these people, they can kill, they can unalive people, but when they are caught, you can't unalive them. Which means you give them license to unalive people, but when it comes for, no one should unalive them, because one of the military heads said that they are his brothers and sisters. If they are your brothers and sisters, which means, because I don't look at it the way people might look at it, which means if they are your brothers and sisters, it means that you saying that one of these terrorists, if they are your brothers and sisters, because there is no way in any place in the world somebody will say that a terrorist is my brother and sister, except the only place they can say that is in Nigeria, and people are dying, and the government doesn't do anything about it, and it's shameful. It's very, very shameful. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video.